a small traditional Catholic fraternity is about to do something remarkable. This year, the priestly fraternity of St. Peter, better known as the FSSP, will ordain 25 new priests. That number may not sound extraordinary at first, but here is what makes it newsworthy. It is exactly the same number of diocesan priests ordained in all of Germany during 2025. Not one German diocese, not one German region, the entire country, all 27 dioceses combined. And Germany still has more than 19 million Catholics. For many Catholics, that comparison raises an important question. Why is a relatively small, traditional fraternity producing as many priests as one of the world's largest Catholic populations? Let's take a closer look. The first part of the FSSP's ordinations took place on May 28th. At St. Cecilia Cathedral in Omaha, Nebraska, Archbishop Thomas Winsky ordained 12 men to the priesthood. In his homily, he reminded the new priests that their vocation requires sacrifice. He encouraged them to work hard for Christ and his church, but also warned them against burnout. The newly ordained priests completed their formation at Our Lady of Guadalupe Seminary in Denton, Nebraska. But the story does not end there. The FSSP has a second international seminary in Wigratzbad, Germany. Later this year, 13 additional deacons from that seminary will be ordained priests. When those ordinations take place, the fraternity's total for the year will reach 25 new priests, the same number recorded across all German dioceses last year. That comparison becomes even more striking when we consider the size of the FSSP. Founded in 1988, the fraternity is dedicated exclusively to celebrating the traditional Latin Mass. Over the years, it has steadily grown. Today, it has 579 members worldwide. Of those members, 387 are priests. Its average age is only 39 years old. In an era when many religious communities are aging and shrinking, those numbers stand out. Meanwhile, the Catholic Church in Germany continues to face serious challenges. Church membership has been declining for decades. In 2025 alone, more than 500,000 people reportedly left the Catholic Church in Germany. At the same time, priestly vocations reached a historic low. Only 25 diocesan priests were ordained nationwide. That works out to less than one new priest per diocese. For many observers, these numbers reflect a deeper crisis. The German Church has become known for its controversial synodal way process. Many bishops involved in that movement have supported proposals related to sexual morality, church governance, and anthropology that critics argue conflict with traditional Catholic teaching. Supporters believe these reforms are necessary to address modern challenges. Critics argue they have contributed to confusion and declining participation. On one side stands the FSSP, a community strongly committed to traditional liturgy and doctrine. On the other side stands a national church that has embraced significant reforms while continuing to experience declining membership and fewer priestly vocations. Of course, numbers alone do not tell the entire story, but they do raise important questions. Why are some communities attracting young men to the priesthood while others struggle? What role does tradition play in inspiring vocations? And what can the wider church learn from these trends? For now, one fact remains difficult to ignore. A fraternity founded less than 40 years ago and dedicated exclusively to the traditional Latin Mass will ordain as many priests this year as all of Germany's dioceses did last year. For supporters of the Latin Mass movement, that statistic is more than just a number. They see it as a sign that tradition continues to attract new generations, and they believe it offers an important lesson about the future of the Catholic Church.